Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Carlo Ancelotti's held his press conference ahead of tomorrow's game against Manchester United at Goodison Park, and there's some really good news on the injury front. He revealed that Seamus Coleman, James Rodriguez and Mason Holgate are all available for this game. Added to the fact that Luca Dean is back as well from suspension. It's really good news. Obviously we missed James Rodriguez hugely in the defeat last week. And obviously against Southampton as well, when he wasn't clearly fully fit. We've missed Seamus Coleman massively as well. Let's be honest, he started the season fantastic there and bombing up and down that line all day, which is probably why he got the injury. But it was a major part of what helped us get those wins early on. And on the other side, Luca Dean, we clearly missed him last week, so that's brilliant. And Mason Holgate, I mean, this is a player that we haven't really spoke about too much, and it's only really become evident in the last couple of weeks how much we miss a player like Mason Holgate playing at the back. Yerry Mina and Michael Keane have done really well. Certainly Michael Keane has really excelled in the games. But I think we do need that pace. We need another player who's comfortable on the ball. Somebody who can bring the ball out to the back four as well into midfield to link up with the midfield. Michael Keane does that really well as well, but it's that pace I think we miss. It's that ability to go up the pitch and leave a little bit of space behind. And you've seen it last week with Yerry Mina. Trying to chase Ryan Fraser. It's just he hasn't got the legs for it, sadly. So great to have him back. It'll be very interesting to see whether he starts the game or not, or whether there is that little bit of rustiness in there. But I'd be tempted to start him. There's no mention of any other injuries bar Fabian Delph, which means Andre Gomez is clearly fit. Tom Davis and Ben Godfrey, they haven't been called up to the England 21s, and apparently it's precaution because of injuries, but that just might be because they've had injuries, I'm not sure. So be interesting to see whether they're available for tomorrow. And suddenly with those players, the squad looks like it's got a bit of something in it again. Obviously Richarlison is missing, but with John Philippe Gbamin coming back as well after the international break, then suddenly it looks a bit better, and Richarlison coming back as well, it looks a little bit better. So fantastic to get those players back, and I'm sure three of them will go straight back into the team. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Mason Holgate, but really good news. Competition for places, that's exactly what we want. And obviously, as we saw last week, we really do need that first 11, as many as we can, because those players below, I think one or two of them can do a job at a time, but when you have to put 3, 4, 5 of them, it becomes a problem. So really good news. Just a couple of other pieces of news today from Everton. Everton have teamed up with the Liverpool School of Tropical Medicine, which is renowned as one of the best in the world. It is a partnership launched in a first series of school events featuring players promoting hand washing to combat coronavirus. And I think there's been a message put out by Carlo Ancelotti today about the testing in Liverpool. Liverpool's become the first city where testing is available for everyone, not just people who are ill. It's a there's been high rates of COVID here, and I think the club are trying to get behind that message for people to go out and get tested, and this is a part of it as well. Using footballers to promote all the slogans that we hear, but certainly washing your hands as well. So it's good to see that Everton are using that themselves to promote the social side of things going forward, and that's also reaffirmed in the fact that Everton will reaffirm their support for the living wage movement tomorrow against Manchester United. There'll be logos visible at the game to feature the flagship Living Wage Week video that'll be seen from the club and around the game. In 2016, Everton become only the second Premier League club to sign to the Living Wage Foundation pledge to pay the real living wage, and now is a principal partner helping shape the national living wage movement. And obviously that's a really important thing with everything going on at the moment with coronavirus and lockdowns and people not working and furlough schemes and everything. It's important that people are getting paid the right amount of money, so that even if they have money knocked off, it doesn't become too much of a burden. So it's great to see Everton promoting that and having an actual moral compass, which seems to have abandoned football in recent years. So that's great to hear, and obviously great to hear the club are promoting getting coronavirus testing and helping spread the message of washing your hands, which seems like a very simple thing, but clearly it's not. That message hasn't had the desired effect with coronavirus still raging us and stopping us from going the game. And ultimately, that's what we want to get back to, going the game and being at Goodison Park for big games like tomorrow. Well, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and anything spoke about. Give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to join us on Patreon, daily live videos, get over there. The link will be up here somewhere in a minute. Thanks for watching. See you later.